Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to solve one of the previous year questions of GATE from the topic PERT and CPM. Okay, so everything has been told to you in the theory. So basically the chapter is all about network diagram, The chapter is all about network diagram and it consists of two types of network diagram, activity on arrow or activity on node. Okay, so most of the questions are asked from activity on arrow diagram. Okay, and if nothing is said, you have to draw the activity on arrow diagram. Activity on node we will use in line balancing. So this is the question of 2019. Okay, GATE 19. Two marks. Okay, and PERT and CPM, you can say PERT, CPM, inventory, these are very hot topics. Okay, each and every year questions are asked from these topics. So I have written the question of 2019 of 2 marks. Okay, so we will solve this question. First we will read the question. Okay, so the question says that there is a project consists of 6 activities. Okay, we have 6 activities. You can see P, Q, R, S, T and U. So it has 6 activities and the immediate predecessor of each activity and the estimated duration is provided in the table below. So you already know that the activity, the precedence relationship and the duration will be given to you. Okay, it means you have to draw the network diagram. Okay, from the table it is clear that the activity, precedence relationship and the duration is given. It means you have to draw the network diagram. Which network diagram? Okay, activity is given and the precedence is given. Okay, the immediate precedence is given. It means you have to draw the activity on arrow or event on node diagram. Okay, so and what we have to find? Okay, it is saying that if all the activities other than S, okay, we have got the activity S. It is saying that if all the activities other than S takes the estimated amount of time. Okay, it is saying that if all the activity other than S takes the estimated amount of time, means the estimated time is given in weeks. The maximum duration of the activity S without delaying the completion of project is dash. Okay, so it is asking that if all the activities other than S takes this time, okay, take this estimated amount of time, then what is the maximum duration of S? Okay, what should be the maximum duration of S in such a way that the project completion time is not affected? So you know that it means we have to delay the activity S. By how much day we can delay the activity? It means this question is related to float. Okay, and it is asking about the, you can see the word, it is asking about the maximum duration. Okay, maximum duration, it means whenever the things are related with maximum delay. Okay, so whenever we are going to delay our activity for maximum time, then we have to find which float? Total float, because the total float represents the maximum delay. So how we are going to do it? First we will draw the network diagram. Okay, we will draw the network diagram. So the table is given. From the table we will draw the network diagram. So the first activity is activity P and the precedence is none. Okay, the activity is P and the precedence is none. So we will draw it. We have got activity P and the precedence is none. And the other activity is Q and the precedence is also none. It means the activity P and Q can be started simultaneously because no precedence is given. Okay, just read the rules of the network diagram. So we will start activity Q also. Okay, P and Q, they do not have any kind of precedence, so P and Q can be started simultaneously. Now look for R. R has the precedence Q, so R has the precedence Q, so R will be started where Q is terminated. Okay, R is started where Q is terminated. Now look, activity S, the precedence is P and R. Activity S, the precedence is P and R. So P and R will combine and from there activity S will be started. But I am not drawing activity S now. First look T, activity T, the precedence is P. Okay, Activity T, the precedence is P. So activity T and the precedence is P. We have drawn. Now we have to draw activity U. The precedence is S and T. Okay. The next activity is activity U. The last one is activity U and the precedence is S and T. But we haven't drawn activity S. Okay. We have not drawn the activity S. So first we will draw the activity S. So how to draw activity S? You can see activity S. The precedence is P and R. Okay. The precedence is P and R. The precedence is P and R here. This was activity R. Okay. We have to draw activity S. The precedence is P and R. So what we are going to do? We are going to draw a dummy activity. Okay. We are going to draw a dummy activity. You will know the reason. Okay. This is D dash. D dash. Dash means dummy activity. And we have to draw S. The precedence is P and R. Now we will draw S. The precedence is P and R. So this is our S. Okay. This is our S. Okay. S means you can see the precedence P and R, and we have drawn activity S, and for T the precedence is P. Now T and S are matching. Okay, you can see for U we have to combine S and T. So we have combined S and T, and the last activity is activity U. Okay, why we have done the dummy activity? You will see the reason. Okay, now write the time. For P it is 5 weeks. For Q it is 1 week. For R it is 2 weeks. For S it is 4 weeks. For T it is 6 weeks. And for U it is 3 weeks. Okay. Now what we will do? We have to find the estimated duration of activity S. Okay. That how much time it can take. Okay. How much delay or what is the maximum time it is going to take. Okay, all the activity will take this time only 5, 1, 2, 6 and 3. But for S it is asking that what should be the maximum duration of S so that the project completion time is not affected. Now we will apply the Fulkerson's rule to number these nodes. So we can see this is number 1 because it is not having any incoming activity. Now we are going to cut this one and this one. Okay, the emerging one. Now we have 2 nodes, so we will name it 2 because it is present in the top, and this one is 3. Now we will cut the emerging one. So we have got this one. This is number 4. Okay. Now we will cut the emerging one. This is number 5, and this is number 6. Okay. So we have named the nodes. Now what we have to do? We will apply the forward computation and backward computation because we have to calculate the float. Okay, it is asking that what should be the maximum duration without delaying the project. It means we have to calculate the float, that is total float. So we will apply the forward computation and backward computation. I am going to apply it directly. So for one, you can see we will have 0 time. Okay, 1 0. Now the next node is 2. So we are moving in the forward direction. So we will take the maximum duration and we will do the addition. 0 plus 5. This is 5. Now 3. 0 plus 1. This is 1. Now 4. So at 4 we can reach in 2 ways. From 2 to 4 or from 3 to 4. So we will calculate both the paths. 5 and this is for dummy this is 0. So 5 plus 0, 0 and 1 plus 2, 3. So the maximum is 5. Now for 5 plus 6, 11 and 5 plus 4, 9. So we have got 11. 11 plus 3, this is 14. It means if they are asking what is the project completion time, we will simply say 14. But this has not been asked. So now we will apply the backward computation. This is 14. 14 minus 3, this is 11. Okay. Now 11 minus 4, this is 7. 11 minus 6, this is 5. Now see here, 7 minus 2, this is 5. 5 minus 1, 4 and 5 minus 5, 0. This is 0. So what is the critical path? This one. P, T and U. Okay, you can say PT and U, but they are not asking about the critical path. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to take activity S outside. Okay, take S outside. So it is consisting of node 4, this S, and node 5. This is 5 by 7 and this is 11 by 11. Okay, so we can find the total float. Okay, total float is going to be, okay, you know the total float. This is going to the difference of this 11, 4 and 5. So 11 minus 4 minus 5. It is going to be 2 weeks. Okay, it is going to be 2 weeks. It means that the maximum delay for activity S is 2 weeks. The maximum delay for activity S is 2 weeks in such a way that the project duration will be only 14 days. So they are asking that what should be the maximum duration of S? Okay, what should be the maximum duration of S so that the project completion time is not affected. So we can write that the maximum duration for S is equals to the estimated time, that is 4 weeks plus total float. Okay, it is taking the 4 days. Okay, it is taking the 4 days and the delay can be of 2 weeks. So 4 weeks plus 2 weeks total, it is going to be equals to this total float is 2. So this is going to be 6 weeks. And this is our answer. Okay, this is our answer. So very simple one, 2 marks question. Okay, but conceptual one. You have to look at maximum duration without delaying the project completion time. It means we have to go for the float, and since it is asking for the maximum, you have to find the total float. You know the total float. This is early finish, late finish. Okay, late finish minus activity completion time minus early start. Okay, this arrow 11 minus 4 minus 5, and then the duration, estimated duration plus the total float is going to give you the maximum duration of activity S. Okay, some of the students will find the answer, but they are drawing the wrong network diagram. Okay, they are drawing the wrong network diagram. How? I'm going to draw it. Okay, now I'm going to draw the wrong network diagram. Okay, some of the students draw it like this. This is activity P, this is activity Q. Okay, this is activity P, this is activity Q. Now they are drawing R. R is for Q. Okay, R is for Q, and look here, S, it means we have to match P and R. Okay, so what they are doing, they are just doing it like this. This is R. Okay, it means we have to combine P and R. We have to combine P and R, and the network rule is also followed. Okay, network rule is also followed, and they are drawing S. Okay, they are drawing this S. Now they have to draw P in such a way the precedence is P. They have to draw T, the precedence is P. So they are drawing this T. Okay, they are drawing this T. Now we have to combine S and T. We have to combine S and T so that we can draw the activity U, because for U the activity the precedence is S and T. So what they are doing, it cannot be matched. Okay, both cannot be matched directly because both the activity will have same head event and tail event. So they are just drawing the, you can say, dummy. Okay, here D dash. Now this is U. Okay, so is it correct network diagram? No, this is not correct, because you will see that for this network diagram, okay, look at activity S. Okay, for activity S the precedence is P and R. Okay, the activity S, the precedence is P and R. That is correct. Okay, it has been said in the question. For look at T. For T the precedence is P, but look here, by this network diagram the precedence of T is both P and R. Okay, if you are going to draw it like this, then P and R become the precedence of T, but in the question it says that the precedence for T is only P. So this is a wrong network diagram. Okay, this one is correct. That's why we have taken the dummy here. Okay, answers you can get from here also. Okay, I think just calculate the answer, you will get from here, but this is a wrong network diagram. Okay, this is a wrong network diagram, because for activity T the precedence is not P and R, the precedence is only P. So this is a correct network diagram. So you can find the answer from this. That's why we have used the dummy here, okay, to avoid these kinds of mistakes. So it was a 2 marks question. The answer is 6 weeks. Okay, so just go through these questions. Okay, thank you.